mine looks like. Okay? And tomato sauce. I'm doubling it, so it's 8-ounce tomato sauce. Let's see. Let me look at the recipe again. Hold on, guys. Sorry. 2 cans of 8-ounce. So I have a 15-ounce. It's just short 1 ounce. And I have 1 8-ounce. I don't have a second one, so it's going to be short a whole 8-ounce. So hopefully it'll still work. Cross my fingers. And it says garlic to taste. I don't know if they meant minced garlic or what kind of garlic, but I'm going to use, I thought about using minced garlic because I have some in the refrigerator, but I'm going to use the freeze-dried. I use this. I like freeze-dried herbs and garlic and onion and all that. So I'm going to use the freeze-dried. Okay? Then it says salt. Y'all know salt. Sugar. Well, it's only going to be a teaspoon, which actually 2 because I'm doubling it. But, and then, the basic egg noodles. And then, then I've got my sour cream and cream cheese. So, and then it's going to take cheddar cheese at the end, but I will bring that out when it's time. I'll leave that in the refrigerator. So I'm going to set my camera back up, and I'm going to just be over here every once in a while because stuff like popping up on my computer. Okay, so to start out, I'm right here. So sometimes I may get out of frame. I'm trying not to. Let me try. I'm trying not to. But let's see. Hold on. All right, I just have to move some stuff. I'll be moving around some. I'm gonna put some water in my pan for the egg noodles. Start cooking them. And then once I do that, I'm gonna start on my ground beef. Start cooking my ground beef. Just trying to get the lids out the way of my pan. So, yeah, my ground beef, I thawed it out. I took it out a little late, so I had put it in some cool water. Filled the sink up with some cool water and still in there. As soon as I get this water in the pan and started boiling, and turn it on, then I will go ahead and, get the ground beef and everything. But I'm doubling the recipe. Even, my daughter usually comes over with her boyfriend, especially on Monday nights because we like to watch wrestling. But, I still would double it anyway, so me and my husband would have leftovers. And this is one of his favorite meals. Okay. Alright, let me get this started. Actually, let me put it in the back on the big bowl. Okay. Oh, no, not the front. I almost turned on the front, forgetting I was putting it in the turn light off. Alright, so I'm still trying to figure out how to edit videos, and I've even got some apps. I've only paid for one app that was like $4 something for a month just to try it out because I didn't have a free trial. I have another one where I tried a free trial for 7 days. It's going to give me a notification when 5 days come up, so if I don't like it or can't figure it out, I will cancel it. But trying to figure out, like when you put your, because this will be a casserole, when you put your casseroles in the oven, how to have y'all not see the whole bake time, so I can just go in the video, it'll just go me putting it in, and then the next scene will be me pulling it out. So, yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to delete part of the video from in the middle. tried that on my phone. I've tried to look like that on apps. I haven't figured that out yet. So I'm not sure. So what my plan is for tonight, because I want to get another video uploaded on YouTube, is I'm going to just stop the video once I put it in the oven, make a second video, and, you know, try to look up and see if there's a way to add that second video to the first video, because the second video will be shorter. It'll just be me showing you, pulling it out and tasting it and, you know, whatnot. But, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can figure that. If I can't figure that out, then I'll just upload both videos, and this will be considered part 1 and the other one will be considered part 2. I'm trying to figure it out. I just didn't want to delay getting any other videos out there. So, yeah. So let's get this going. Okay, I may go out of frame every once in a while. So, yeah, I'm going to unplug one of my coffee makers. Yeah, I do have 2 coffee makers. I do have a regular coffee maker and a Keurig. Regular coffee maker I use a lot to brew water to make tea. And I use... That's just the sound of my can opener. And I use the Keurig, you know, for coffee. I still use the regular coffee maker for coffee once in a while. My husband's got some coffee that some coffee grounds that from a special coffee that he wanted to get. He wanted to get it in the Keurig things, but they were a lot expensive at that moment with him. So we use it on the regular coffee maker. Alright, just opening these cans to get them ready. Okay. Once the water is almost ready to boil, then I will add some salt and oil to the water. You know, salt up your pasta water and oil so the pasta doesn't stick. Okay? Alright, so get that going, and let me get my ground beef going. Alright, so let's open this. It's wrapped in a brown bag because, you know, I got it from the fresh meat market or a place that has it. So it's not wrapped in the regular certificate. I do have some ground beef rolls, but I thought they would take too long. So what I'm thinking of doing, and I've seen this in a video somewhere, is that, you know, when you have a lot of ground beef and you split it up. One second, let me get some paper towels underneath for my hands. I don't want to use my hand towel for my hands. Okay. You know, when you have a lot and you got to split up your ground beef, you know, it showed something about, you know, you split it into the amount you want, and then you roll it into like a big flat patty, and then put it in a Ziploc bag and close it so it's flat. So when you go to thaw it thaws out quicker because it's flat. Well, what I'm thinking of doing, and, you know, not this time, because this time they're just, you know, rolls, but next time when I get them, before I freeze them, just open up the rolls, flatten them out, and put them in a Ziploc bag. And it's a 1 pound roll, but I could flatten it out, take both 1 pounds and combine them together and flatten them out into a patty, and I'll have a 2 pound patty, because I usually use 2 pounds. Sometimes I may use more, but normally 2 pounds. I don't know, remember the last time I've ever used 1 pound, because I'm always doubling everything, even with just me and my husband, because he likes to take extra food to work the next day, or I like to have some for lunch, you know, and then when I go ahead and if I get another job, which I'm hoping this works out that I don't have to and that I can make money off of this, but till then, if I have to get a job, which I'm still looking. But anyways, point is, you know, I take leftovers to lunch too. So that's why I like making leftovers. You know, some people like leftovers, but we're leftover fans. You know, so. Anyway. There's little tiny pieces, chunks in my ground beef that is still frozen. That's okay. Get it in there. Get it turned on. Yep, hubby should be home soon. He should be coming with my daughter and her boyfriend. So, you know, if I'm still recording and cooking while they're here, you know, they might pop in the video and say hi. Because sometimes I try to get my daughter to come over here and help me. Because I'm always cooking for her because I know she doesn't have a lot of money to buy food. We don't either, but... So, oh, sorry, I was looking a little confused for a minute there. So, what am I looking for now? He was actually looking for spoon. Sorry, guys, I had to put something away. Looking for my spoon to stir the ground beef, and my brain had forgotten what I was looking for, and then when I thought about it, I was like, where is it? It wasn't in the drawer. Forgot it was still left in the dishwasher. Yeah, that's where we put our dishes to dry. We don't even use the dishwasher. We just wash by hand. Yep, wash by hand and put it in the dishwasher to dry. There was only a little bit of stuff in there. Because our pots and pans I dry by hand. I dry with the hand towel, so. See, it's just a small piece. See my ground beef, just a small piece in the middle. That's a little frozen. So I just pound it with the, see if I can stand, I'm going to try to stand this up in a different way so you can see me stirring the ground beef. I'm used to holding my phone, but I'm trying to lean it against something and stuff. Okay. Well, the water's getting close to boiling for the noodles. You hear a little pound, that's me pounding the frozen part of the ground beef, trying to get it broken up. So, yeah. So what's going on tonight, guys? I know, by the time you see this, it won't be tonight. January 6th is what it is. Okay. January 6th. Monday, January 6th. It won't be Monday, January 6th anymore. Because I probably will get this posted up sometime tomorrow. Hopefully by Wednesday the latest. But I'm going to be looking and trying to figure out, see if I could take this video and the second video I make when I pull out the food. See if I can combine them. If I can't figure it out, I'll just post it as a two-part. See, when I'm cooking regular food, it's not a casserole, it doesn't go in the oven, then I can make it one video. But when it's casserole, or goes in the oven, you know, I'm not going to sit here and be just talking for 20, 30, 40 minutes, depending on, you know. Yeah, because you know those videos you see. I see them a lot, sometimes on YouTube, but I see them a lot on Facebook. They be showing you a recipe, and then they put it in the oven, and the next scene is them pulling it out, so. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. I'm going to get a knife. I'm just going to chop some of this frozen into smaller pieces. So let's see how this works. It worked for me. And and my burner is not so well, so the pan is sliding everywhere. Plus, it's weird because it kind of food tilts to one side if I don't push it to one side of the burner. So, let's see here. Okay, so getting this ground beef all done up. So just give me a moment. So what do y'all have going on tonight, or what did y'all have going on? Because it will be another day when I post it, but what's going on? Or what's going on the day that you see this video? You could do that too. Yep. Alright, so hopefully, you know, once I get better at editing, I can edit it in a way where I'm stirring the ground beef, and then in the next scene, the ground beef is all stirred up and brown, and you don't have to wait this whole time watching me. Okay, hopefully I'll get to that point of editing. But I'm not there yet, so just bear with me. Bear with me. Alright, ground beef is halfway there. A lot of it's brown. Oh, my water's boiling. Where are my noodles? So let me get that salted up. Get some oil in there too. Okay. Get the noodles in there. Instead, let's see. 8 ounces of noodles. I'm using 16 ounces like I said since I'm doubling it. How long these noodles take? 7 to 8 minutes. Alright, just seeing where my daughter is. They didn't come? Okay. Nope, they didn't come tonight. Nope, daughter didn't come tonight. Oh well. Okay. But anyways, I'm going to still make this meal. Stir up my noodles. I just had to ask my husband. 7 to 8 minutes. So let me get the timer on. I know, and in my other video it'll be I put the noodles in. Y'all saw me put the noodles in. And then the next frame the noodles will be done. You know, the ground beef will be done, the noodles will be done. Like, sit here stirring the ground beef, and then as soon as I put the noodles in and stir them up and get them going, then I'll snap my fingers. Next scene, you'll have ground beef all done and noodles all done. Yes, yes, yes. So, let's see here. Alrighty, guys. Ground beef almost done. Noodles are cooking. Thank you. Oh, sorry, my husband brought me my icy. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I gotta mix sour cream. I know, I gotta stand back for you to see my whole face. It's not a live video, I just have to upload it. That's my husband. Okay, so I can't... Let me see. Let me try something else. Guys, I'm gonna try something else. Okay, I want to put a little... Well, I like it straight up, but I don't think so. But I just want it... Okay, let me see. Hopefully that'll work. Okay, so I'm gonna get a bowl. Second, guys. Gotta mix my cream cheese and sour cream. Okay. Second here. Yeah, just want to make sure I keep my ground beef stirred up. And my noodles stirred up so they don't stick. Okay. Okay guys, let me show you. The noodles are boiling up, ground beef is going. Okay. Alright, let's see how much of everything we need. 8 ounces sour cream and 8 ounces cream cheese, which it will be 16 ounces of each because I'm doubling it, like I said. And like I said, I'll be short 1 8-ounce thing of tomato sauce. Actually, it says 2 8 ounces for one, but I only have a 15 ounce, so that's 1 ounce short, but that's okay. But then I need 2 more 8 ounces and I only have 1. So that's okay, I just have to replenish my tomato sauce. So, 8 ounces is a cup. Be right back. Let me get a cup. Alright, just had to get a measuring cup. Because I know 8 ounces is 1 cup, so I'm going to put 2 cups of sour cream and then 2 cups of cream cheese. A lot of times, just buy 2 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese because it's much easier. But I always forget to take it out ahead of time so it's soft, so I can stir it. But yeah, so this time I just bought the regular sour cream in a container. It'll work. Okay. Alright, ground beef is done. So I'm draining it. Alright, second here I'm draining it. The noodles will be done soon too, and I'll usually use the same strainer. I just rinse it with hot water from the ground beef. Okay, and then I gotta mix some other stuff into the ground beef. Get this water hot. Three more minutes for the noodles. Let's get a spoon to scoop out the sour cream. Let me get the extra liquid out from the sour cream. Okay, because we will be layering the noodles and then the sour cream and cream cheese mixture over that. And then the ground beef mixture. And then noodles again, and then cream cheese, sour cream, and then ground beef, and then some cheese. So it's like 2 layers. Okay, I was going to take this cup and just scoop it in there, but then it gets all over the sides of the cup. It's kind of annoying to me. So I'm just scooping it up in here. Yeah, my water's running. I'm just waiting for it to get hot so I could rinse off my strainer so I can get it ready to strain the noodles. And if you hear me call my husband's name, it's probably because I'm asking him for help or something. But, okay, minute to go. Minute to go on the noodles. Alright, was just rinsing the sink of the grease. Okay. So, first cup of sour cream. See, got my little mixing bowl. You know, in the future, looking back at this video, it's going to be funny to see how this turned out from later on, months later when I get better. Okay, put a second cup in. Oh, noodles are done. Let me yes, I hear my noodles. Turn that off, turn them off. Alright, so I got the sour cream in there, and I'm just rinsing the spoon so I can use, because it's just sour cream, but I didn't want to get sour cream into the cream cheese container. So, you know what I mean. But it doesn't matter if I get cream cheese into the sour cream measuring cup, because it's a measuring cup and they're all being mixed together. Okay. So, let me drain my noodles real quick. Alrighty. Let them drain. I don't need to put them back into the pan. Alright, here's my cream cheese. If this has already been opened, so if I run out, I have another one. Because most likely I will run out. I don't know. We'll see how this works tonight. If it doesn't, then I might just go back to using the cream cheese blocks. I mean, I use this cream cheese for normal stuff, like if I want to put it on toast or a bagel, or yes, and dip my crackers in there. People may think that's weird, but I do that. But the blocks I usually use when a recipe actually calls for like an 8 ounce of cream cheese, or you know, I use the cream cheese blocks most of the time. Alright, give me a second, let me get out the other cream cheese. Right with y'all. Okay, it's not a lot of counter room, but... Alright, let me throw away this. Okay. Just put a little bit more into the first cup. Take. Oops. Oh, I should have took it out. It's not as soft, but it's not that bad as the chunks. Okay. Scoop the first cup in here. Oh, I forgot to turn my oven on, people. Yes, peeps. I need to turn my oven on. Preheated for the casserole. Okay, let me see what... 350. Okay. So let me get my second cup of cream cheese. Well, I gotta get the stuff into the ground beef. I think that had to cook for 10 or 15 minutes. Let me see. Let me get that mixture taken care of. Stop that for a minute. Alright, let's see what we need. Alright, mixed beef with garlic, salt, and sugar. I said garlic to taste, so this freeze-dried garlic, I'm just going to pour some in there. Okay, just to taste it said, so I put some in there. Let's see what else. Salt, sugar, and tomato sauce. Salt, 1 teaspoon, but it's going to be 2, you know. It'll be 2 since I'm doubling. Alright, 1 second, I'm here. Just putting the salt in.
Yeah, my feelings exactly. But here's the thing. The judgment day is my fault. See, but the idea was to try and elevate the house that I truly thought.
Okay. Let's see. And sugar. 1 teaspoon of sugar. Well, it's going to be 2. Because I'm doubling, but... Get that in there. It's just, I don't know. Guess it makes it a little sweet, but it's not a lot. Okay, let's see what's next. And the tomato sauce. Should have done that first because it's got to cover and simmer for 15 minutes. So I should have done that before I started with sour cream and cream cheese. But let me get the... Let me see. It says cover and simmer, but let me get the turn back on because I turned it off because I didn't want to burn the ground beef while I was doing other stuff. But let me get the tomato sauce in there. Scrape it all out.
But as you saw in the video, the minute I saw real
Waste not one, y'all. Don't waste none of that tomato sauce. Since I'm already short, I don't want to waste any. Now, if you're watching the video and you have any ideas So if this happens another time, which I'm going to replenish, you know, next time I'm able to go shopping. I'm short on money right now, but the next time I'm able to go shopping, I'm going to get some more tomato sauce. But in case I ever get short again, is there anything else you can use instead of tomato sauce? Like, I don't know if you could use diced tomatoes in a can or tomato paste because that's real thick. But any ideas? Or just tomato sauce from a jar? I wonder. Tomato sauce. It's just like, almost like spaghetti sauce, like a like if you just use a plain old marinara. You know. Just put it a little bit high to get it all warmed up again. And then put it on simmer. Oh, I was checking. See, I do. I have, this is flavored with meat. I'm going to put a little bit in there since I was short an 8-ounce jar. I mean, it's going to, it might have a little bit of a different flavor, but, you know, it is what it is. It'll work. That's a good idea. Just stop it. All right. It wasn't completely cooled off, but yeah, so I have it on like medium high just to get it a little warmed up again since I had it off for a moment. And oh, I almost couldn't see where I put my cream cheese. And since I put in some spaghetti sauce flavored with meat, just plain spaghetti sauce with meat, no like garlic and onion, none of that. But since I did that, now it's in the refrigerator. That was cool. So, you know, give it a couple minutes, warm it up, and then put it back on simmer. Cover it for like 15 minutes like it says. And it just says cover and simmer for 15 minutes, but I stir it every once in a while. So. And then once I get this all mixed up and that going and simmering, which is starting to boil, so let me bring it down to the simmer. It doesn't say boil at first, but I just wanted to warm it up. Spoon rack. Now it says cover and simmer for 15 minutes. So cover it. Timer. Alrighty, so now I'm stirring my cream cheese and let me see. And once you watch this video, yeah, see if you still have any ideas about what to use instead of tomato sauce. If you run low, which spaghetti sauce works too. Even if it says garlic and onion, because if this has an oniony flavor, I already put some garlic in there, the freeze-dried garlic. I mean, you could have used, you know, the minced garlic in the refrigerator that's in a little jar. You could cut up your own garlic. It don't matter. But ideas. And if you see anything in this video, this cooking video that I could have done different, you can comment on that too. And once I upload it, you know, for the next day or two, I try to watch the video comments like more extensively. After that, I look at it once in a while. But as the video gets older, I don't look at the comments as much. I try to sometimes. But the first couple of days, I look at it constantly to see if anybody... Okay, so it's all mixed together.
It's virtual insanity. Google it. But the biggest difference between you and us is that we truly have each other's backs. But you, all of you drop each other quicker than ex-con dogs.
Putting a little water in the other pan that has the noodles just so at the bottom. Okay. So now I'm just leaving the noodles on top of that. Got the cream cheese on my hands, so I'm just washing my hands. And rinse them up. I'm the type who likes to rinse everything after I use it. Yeah. Okay. So here I am. Oh, let me just throw this away. Okay, let me put my cream cheese and sour cream away because they're the cold part. Oh, I was about to take the cheese out, but see what time is it? Oh, it's 7:15. A Monday Night Raw is coming on. Oh, I just had to take a peek. Yeah. So I'll sit down and watch it while it's in the oven, because I will stop the video and I will restart it with you guys when I pull it out. Okay, I'm just rinsing some dishes, and then I'm going to go ahead and get my casserole dish and get that prepped, which right now I'm probably going to use, I think I may have one or two left. I had bought a bunch of foil casserole pans around Christmas time for my Christmas meal, because we went over to my husband's mom's and I didn't know she had bought a bunch too, and I thought we wanted to put everything in there so we could do some less dishes. She had bought a bunch too, so we didn't have to use all the ones I had, so I had a bunch left. And you know, I don't cook a casserole every single day like that. Sometimes it's just a regular dish. So I've had them lasting. So let me go start just rinsing my measuring cup. All right, so let me go see. Let me get a pan. Oh, I had 3. I guess I got 2 more left. Let me see if it says spray it. Okay, let's see. It does not. But I am going to. Just so while it's going in the oven, the noodles don't stick at the bottom. Okay. And first layer is, let me see. The first layer is the noodles, and then the sour cream, and then the meat. So while I've still got 10 minutes actually now. So while that, let me stir it. While that is doing its thing, I'll go ahead and put it's sliding off. I'll go ahead and put the noodles and the sour cream mixture. Okay, now putting the sour cream mixture is kind of hard on top of the noodles, because when you try to spread it, the noodles want to move around. So let's see. Trying to find the best way to do this, because I don't have a lot of room on this side. On the other side, oh, I may. Let me see. Just 1 second. Trying to move some stuff around. Okay. So let's see. Oh, I'm tripping. Okay, guys. Just trying to find a place to. Well, I may have to put it down. I'll just kind of stand back and. Sorry. Okay? So. Where's my spoon? Alright, so since it's 2 layers, I'll do half the noodles. And then the other half. This pan is kind of big, so I should have used a smaller one. I may have to use... No, well, I already sprayed it. But I may use one of my glass ones because this one's way too big and it's got too much room in it. Let me see. 1 second, guys. I'm getting another one. Sorry, guys. My knee hurts from that. Get there. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to try this glass one. Let me get the spray so I can spray it. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the metal pan. If I can just wipe it out, rinse it out, and save it? I don't know. We'll see. Let me just put it to the side until I figure it out. Okay. Now it says, now the recipe says to use, let me see. Well, it doesn't quite say what size pan to use. What? It only says use 8 ounces of egg noodles. So if you're only making just that amount, you got to split that in half and make 2 layers, which I'm not quite sure how you do that with just 8 ounces of noodles when it's hard doing it with 16 ounces of noodles. You know what I mean? But I guess it is what it is. Okay? So let's see. Layer in order, noodles, sour cream mixture, and meat. 2 layers. Okay, so let me get my wooden spoon and we use that. Use my wooden spoon. And spoon on half of this. Sour cream, cream cheese mixture. Oh, sorry guys, I got it on my... Okay guys, see now I gotta spread it kind of, and it's kind of hard because it sticks to the noodles, which I should have put the scoops more and spaced out. Kind of pressing down and spreading it because that seems to work a little better. But however you work it, press it down and spread it. It works a little better that way. Yeah, it actually does. I just thought of that. But next time also, guys, when you put like half of it in there, just put the dollops all around the... Just put the dollops all around the casserole dish. That way you'll have some in one corner over here, and you won't have to take it all that you just put in the middle and try to spread it, because that's harder. I think I usually do that, but might have forgotten this time. I don't remember. Okay, I think I got it the best I got it. Just put a little bit more in a spot that I didn't have much. Okay. See? Got it mostly spread around the noodles. Okay? Hold on. And the next level is the meat, which that has about 4 minutes, so where's this going? Okay. Stir it one more time. Oven is preheated and ready to go. Okay. So the oven is preheated. And at the end, I'm going to sprinkle some cheese on top. I think that's what it says. Yep, cheddar cheese on top. Then it's going to go in the oven, 350 degrees. So it's 350 degrees for 20 minutes. Right? Okay, so while I'm waiting about 3 more minutes for the sauce to be done, I'm going to repeat the ingredients. Now, it's 1 pound of ground beef. I use 2, so remember I doubled everything, but it's your choice. Garlic to taste. Now, like I said, you can use freeze-dried, minced garlic, like just shake it out, or you can use the one in the jar or cut up your own garlic, whatever you want to do. Okay? 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 2 cans, 8 ounces of tomato sauce, or you can use the big can, which is 15 ounces. It'll just be short 1 ounce, but that's okay. You know, that won't make a difference. Alright, 8 ounces egg noodles, 8 ounces sour cream, 8 ounces cream cheese, and it says 1.5 cups of cheddar cheese shredded, but, sorry, it just says cheddar cheese. Now you can use sharp cheddar if you want, or, you know, if you rather use another kind of cheese, I guess that'll work too. And it says 1.5 cups, but I never measure. I just sprinkle on top until it covers the whole top. Because some people like a little less, some people like a little more. So that would work too. Okay? Preheat the oven to 350. And once you sprinkle, you know, and then you put the noodles, half the noodles on the bottom. And then spread half the cream cheese sour cream mixture on top of the noodles. And then the meat mixture on top of that, and then noodles again, cream cheese mixture again, and then meat again, and then top it with cheese. So you have 2 layers of each. Noodles, cream cheese, sour cream mixture, and meat mixture. And the meat mixture will have, you know, the tomato sauce, the salt, sugar, garlic. So yeah, the garlic, salt, sugar, and tomato sauce. That goes in the ground beef when it's done. So when it's done, just make sure to drain it and then mix all that stuff in there, and then turn it down to simmer, cover it, and let it cook. Let it go for 15 minutes. It doesn't say stir occasionally, but my suggestion is to, so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. But yeah, stir on occasion. Alright, so that's done. I'm going to do a quick stir, and then I'm going to pour half of it into the casserole dish. This pan is a big pan. Could have used one a little bit smaller, but I didn't. So let's see here. You know, if you only had 1 pound of ground beef and only 8 ounces of noodles, I'm sure wondering how it would be hard to split it. But my suggestion is, because it does not give a size pan, my suggestion is to use a smaller. If you're only doing 1 serving, because it's just yourself, or you guys don't need leftovers, just do like an 8x8 or a 9x9, like square pan. Because it should be deep enough to, like, you can get a foil pan that's deep and still an 8x8 or, you know, whatever, or 9x9. Or use one of your own that you have. Because this one seems like the right size for my doubling. But if I didn't double it, you know, it'd be pretty big. Because this one, this was like a 9x13. And it was still, and it's deep, but it still was big for, I doubled it and it was still big. I mean, now I see what I got in here. If the next time I make it, if my daughter comes to eat it, it would be best to triple it actually. 3 pounds of ground beef, and then 3 times everything, like 1 teaspoon of salt, 3 teaspoons of salt, you know? So. Okay, so got the first layer done. Now I'm hoping, now the size of the casserole dish was good, but you know, you can tell it's kind of near the top. So hopefully, wait, let me break up the noodles. You know how when they sit, they get all clumpy. Hopefully, it'll be enough room for the rest of the layers, because it's just, trying to get the clumpiness out before I put it in there. Break it up. You know pasta when it sits. Kinda. Alright. I know, from the picture it looks like it's way above. Don't worry, I've washed my hands several times. Plus, it's only me and my husband eating it, so no worries. Plus, it's going to go hot in the oven. Okay, so. Okay. Now, let me get the rest of this. Now, this time, I'm going to plop it in different areas so I don't have a hard time spreading it. And since it's so high to the top, I'm thinking putting it on a sheet pan, so if it over bubbles or anything, and there's something there to catch it, not on my stove rack, oven rack, I mean, you know. Okay. Alright, so here it is. Put it in different corners. Now let me spread it. Kind of push it down as I spread it. Yeah, it's pretty high. This pan was the perfect size. Just needed to be a little deeper. Our noodle just dropped out of the pan. So if you hear any sounds in the background, like a TV that's just RTV and Monday Night Raw. We watch wrestling. Yes, we do. I know, I'm missing the beginning of it because I started dinner late. I was going to start it closer to 6, but I did not. Sometimes I get stuck on my phone or doing other stuff. You know, especially when that comes on, I always want to try to have it at least in the oven. It's not done by the time it starts, by the time my husband gets home, but sorry guys, my battery is low, but I'm almost done here, so I'll charge it while it's in the oven before I come back. Okay? Alrighty, so let's see. Make sure I don't waste any. Alright, let's see. Any spot that needs some touch-up? Alright, so that was good. Let me just wipe my hands down. Alright, let me put the last of the meat mixture on here and then top it with some cheese. And then we're all good to go. Do it slowly, yes. I think I overdid it. Definitely gonna need, and I'm gonna put some foil on my sheet pan too, so if it spills, I don't have a big cleanup. Because it probably will. Yes. Definitely I overdid it. Babe, come here. Yeah, I gotta call my husband to do me a favor. Can you give me some foil? Yes, I'm gonna put it on the sheet pan. Can you put some on here? I don't want to put it on there. I didn't turn it off. Just putting some foil on a sheet pan. Can you turn that stove oven? Not oven, stove. Okay, lift that. Can you lift that up, please?
Thanks, TV Dad. We'll think about it, okay?
All right, can you lay it down? All right, guys, sorry. Just had to put the foil on the sheet pan because I overdid it. It wasn't too much. It was just the pan wasn't deep enough. The size of it's not bad. It's just not deep enough. So I need this one. I need one smaller than that, but the depth of this was perfect. But it was so much like when I put half the noodles in there, like half the pan was still showing. It was not, you know. So. Oh, there we go. Cheddar cheese. Mild. Shake it down. I finished the other cheddar cheese the other day, so I'm opening a new one. And you could definitely, you know, like I said, you could use sharp cheddar or another kind if you prefer. You can even use Mexican cheese. You know, this to me feels more like an American dish. But I would still use Mexican cheese, but because I love my Mexican cheese, but yeah. So let's get this. Some of the cheese is falling on the foil, but that's okay. We'll have some food kind of overdoing it, but I like a lot. We like a lot of cheese. You know, if you got some people who don't like a whole lot, but they like cheese, you can spread a very thin layer on here and then add some more to your bowl when you serve it. You know, or if most people like one kind of cheese and you have another kind of cheese that you like, you know, you can add some of that cheese to your bowl when you serve yourself. You know, like if you like some kind, I don't know, just another kind of cheese that nobody else may like, you can always add that to your bowl when you serve yourself. Or if you decide to double or triple it and you only have some small casserole dishes, you can definitely, you know, like if you only have the square pans, you know, and you double it, you can always make 2 layers in each one. It should work. That's like making 4 layers, but, you know, I made 2 layers in a big casserole dish. Should be able to make 4 layers in a square one, 2 in one, 2 in the other, but you know. So I'm going to go ahead and get this in the oven. Babe, yeah, it's hard for me to lift heavy stuff, and this casserole dish is heavy. So I'm going to have my husband come over here. I'm going to put it in the oven. Now remember, it's preheated at 350, and it's going to go in there for 20 minutes. So it's going in the oven now. And I'm going to end this video. And I will come back and make another video. You know, if I can get those 2 videos into one, then I'll upload 1 video on YouTube. But if I can't, then taking it out the oven will be like a part 2. Alright? So I'll be back and see y'all in about 20 or 25 minutes. Alright? Alright, bye. Okay, it's coming out the oven right now. Get it out. heavy. Okay. Since I'm doing it right on my... I wish when we're recording from our phone that I could turn it around like I can the live, where I can flip the camera. But, like, if I accidentally forget to flip it to face me, because it's always facing away from me, it won't let me flip it back face me. I have to stop the video, start a new one. But anyways, let's see if I can get it right. See, there it goes. Can you guys see it? There we go. Yes, I will take a little bit out, take a bite, and show you what it looks like on the inside. So, let me turn my oven off. It's hot in here. Okay. Okay, so I just took a very tiny bit so I could taste it for you guys. Give you a review, then, you know, once I'm done, I'll make myself a regular size bowl. Okay, so here we go. And if you need to look it up, it's called Poor Man's Husband Casserole. They've got different sites that will show you the recipe. And the pictures will look different. Some look kind of weird, but some look really good. So, you know, it's up to you. But or you could basically just follow what I said on the video. But here we go. Oh, that's good. It's always good, but missing that one can of tomato sauce probably would have made it taste a little tomato. But I added some spaghetti sauce. Like I said, it was just meat flavored. But that's it.
I did too. I thought it sucked.
I thought it was going to be super. It's hot, but not over hot where I can't just put it in my mouth. Now, I forgot to put the timer on, so when I came in here, I figured there was 10 minutes left. Because I had been doing some stuff, so I thought.
That's not the worst of it. I got my
So, because I didn't want the cheese to get burnt, so.
by Bobby
Okay. So that's good.
Lashley.
So, hopefully you guys liked it. And, like I said, I'm going to try to combine the two videos into one. And if I can't figure it out by the next day or two, I'm just going to upload these videos. And, you know, this will be the part 2. All right? So, and if you have any, you know, comments on the first video or second video on what I could have done better, go ahead and comment. And like I said in the first video, if you have any ideas on what you can use and replace the tomato sauce, in case you're short, I came up last minute with the idea of the tomato sauce. It could work. But if you have any other ideas, you can comment that as well. Please subscribe and like the video. That helps. Please subscribe, share my YouTube channel so I can get more subscribers. And if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button. And if you want to get all the videos, just click all and it'll put a check mark next to it. And you'll see whenever I go live or whenever I upload a video. So help me grow this channel. Thank you all very much. Have a good night. Bye-bye.